This is dedicated to all my teachers that said that will never amount to nothing when I was just trying to make some dollars. My name is Lisa the High Priestess, and you can find me on Lisa the High Priestess on TikTok. For my other readings, you can find me on Lisa the High Priestess 86 on IG. You can find me on Lisa's World on TikTok for my other talents. You can find me on Lisa the High Priestess 2 por TikTok y YouTube Español para mi gente latina. YouTube, press like, subscribe, notification. With the notification bell, you can get my lives. If not, you have to wait 12 hours. I tell unique stories. They're not going to resonate with everyone. These stories are to teach you something about experience, okay? And I'm going to say for entertainment purposes only, because lately my readings have been dark. So I kind of don't want people, I just want you to learn some lessons, and that's it. Take lessons and take your blessings with you. Anyways, if you're watching me, I'm guessing that you're leveled up in life. All right, because this is not for weaklings. This is not for weak people. My channels are not for the weak. You have that weak in you. You got to go with someone that can take you there. This is people that really have experienced things in life. All right, this is for the strong. All right, let me get into your guys' terror. I have a lot of energy in me today. I've actually gone through quite a bit of readings. Anyway, so let's move forward. What do I got for you guys? Okay, so I have the King of Cups. This is Abraham Lincoln to me. They made a movie out before of vampires that Abraham Lincoln was a vampire slayer. That his parents were actually, I believe in the movie, his parents were attacked by vampires and killed or whatever, something like that. Someone's a vampire slayer. You see how he has that knife right there? All right. The first cards that fell out were the Hermit, the Six of Wands, and the King of Wands. All right. It reminds me of when they set up the vampires. Setting up vampires. It's a setup, okay? I always laugh about that when like high priestesses are like, it's a setup, and it gets everybody paranoid, Everyone's like, they're setting me up. It's a setup. But this really is a setup, Also, this is the set of vampires. Like, this is a vampire film or a vampire movie. I also believe that the Queen of the Dam wasn't finished off by Aaliyah because Aaliyah had passed away before the movie was finished. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. But that's a part of a film or something that would have been something of a memory when her and God were talking. I also heard, I don't know where, I think I seen it on TikTok where they said that back in the day, people in the old times, people used to carry bundles of garlic on their neck to protect them from dark energy. How to keep vampires away. What is it with, and I've really never thought about why vampires don't like the smell of garlic or they don't like garlic. But let me look into it right now. We finna find out with Google, okay? Why do vampires hate garlic? I would say it's because it's a natural antibiotic. And their point is, okay, well, that's my guess. Why is garlic a form of repellent for vampires? Garlic specifically, the chemical compound allicin is inside garlic. It is a powerful antibiotic. Says some European beliefs around vampires stated that they were created by a disease of the blood, so a powerful antibiotic would kill a vampire. Whoa. Now, isn't that super woke? Because that antibiotic going into your bloodstream, they don't like the taste of it because it can heal them. let me tell you something else. Hold on. Sorry. So yeah, so I guess you could change if you really think about it. If you're eating garlic, right? You're eating garlic and you're putting that into your system, and it's healing your body. Then here, and I was going to get into something else: exorcisms. You know how people say that somebody's light can irritate someone's demon, somebody's angel can irritate a demon. So when they're and vampires do not like light. Okay, vampires don't. In history or whatever, light turns them into a pillar of salt or ash or whatever. They get burnt. The stake does too, because you're they no longer can fly around or anything. It grounds them straight to the ground. And because there's certain things, and it almost feels like if you watch From Dusk Till Dawn, there was a pastor or a pope or whatever, and they used they had they had God's symbolism, the holy cross that is like a stake, and then in the name of God, I rebuke you or I kill you or whatever they're doing to kill a vampire. And vampires can remind you a lot of demons because they come at night. They come when you and they say never to welcome it in your home. You know what I'm saying? They can't enter your home unless you let them. You can't if you don't let them in their vessel, they can't possess you. You feel me? Now I'm speaking of vampires as spiritually, okay? Because they could come knocking at your door and you can let them in your vessel. They can come knocking on your vessel, and it's really up to you to accept what they tell you because they say vampires can hypnotize you too. They can make you do things. Also, you can't see a vampire through the mirror because they're invisible. It's like they're spiritually there. Um, so certain things, holy water too, says that it burns their skin. Certain names, like do you know that demons don't understand layman's term? That's why they speak in foreign languages. That's why you got to speak in tongues. Now you got to be careful. If you don't have enough good karma and you think you could cast out demons and your vessel's not protected by your good karma, your good deeds, your good acts, you can become a vampire yourself. I'm not teaching you how to be a vampire. I'm also not teaching you how to kill a vampire. I'm just teaching you facts about vampires that has been passed down in history. Now, I believe vampires are true to a certain extent. The reason why I'm telling you this because of human trafficking, vampires too, because you're chemically a succubus and incubus is like a vampire. They need to dump off their fucking problems inside of you. And the only way, unless of course, they're breaking the law or rate, them certain words and trigger words. But if you're allowing a vampire to dump out their problems in your vessel, you become a host. You're their main host. They have to feed off of you. They create all these problems, and then they use your vessel to dump all their shit on. So, someone protecting their vessel, they will already know the certain procedures, certain things to do to not attract certain vampires. Vampires aren't attracted to easy people. They're attracted to the weak because the weak are easier to possess. Now, the antidote is your faith in your vessel, your spiritual strength to acknowledge that your body is a vessel and you won't allow anybody to knock on that door and enter. For example, and this is not for everybody, but a human that is more has easier access to let just anybody dump their energy inside of them versus to a person who isn't allowing just anybody to knock on their door and dump their energy inside of them. And I'm speaking sexually. So I'm just saying that we gotta acknowledge what vampire can mean in your life. And we gotta be accountable when we let them knock on the door and we let them in. What happens when they're already attached? Well, there's that cross, there's that holy water, and then there's that garlic. And if you've ever gotten, donated plasma, it's kind of like that. You feel it sucking everything out of your body, right? But as soon as that machine stops, so does the pressure. I'm just saying, protect your vessel from vampires. And that's where I end this.